Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. I love working with a small group because then everybody gets a chance to ask questions. It's really hard when you get into the big group and you have to wait for hours before you can finally get a question answered. So welcome to our LinkedIn turbochargers. And don't ask me where that name came from. I was trying to think of a name for my turbochargers years ago. Hi, Terry.
Hello.
And I happened to see the word turbochargers in LinkedIn. And I thought, oh, that's perfect. So that's where my name came from. So are there any specific things that you would like to look at today before I get started? I think, Terry, you wanted to know how to embed links in articles.
I do, but I still can't get on my laptop to do it, so it won't let me do it on my cell phone.
It won't, eh?
Nope.
Oh, that's a shame. My goodness.
I finally figured out how to join groups, but other than that, I can't really post anything other than what I'm just regular posting. So
I'm thinking you might have to just copy and paste the whole link in whatever it is that you're writing, like your posts or whatever. And the thing is with LinkedIn, if you post a link on your posts outside of, who is it that's doing this? Is it you, Kurt, you're doing posts on LinkedIn and you're embedding your domain name into the picture?
It's not me.
I am.
Yeah. And that seems to be okay. LinkedIn seems to be accepting that if your domain name is embedded in the actual picture that you're using for your post. But if you use the link outside that, I should share my screen so you can see what I'm trying to explain here. Share screen. Okay, LinkedIn. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Coming up.
So I'm going to go into some of the recent posts that have been coming through and show you the difference here. So I really welcome you guys following me because then I can see your posts, right? So if you don't want to directly connect, if you at least follow me, if we're following each other, then we'll see each other's posts. So I'm just going to see if I can see one of these posts that have gone up recently. There we go. Paul Hamill, that's who it is. So Paul has some posts that are, oh, he's commented on one of my posts. Okay.
Well, I saw him embedding it in his pictures, so
Yeah.
I started doing it.
Yeah. And it seems to be okay. But here, see this part up here where the copy is and all the hashtags? It's in this area that the search engines can track you and they can find those links, and they don't like foreign links. However, if you publish an article, then you can use the link from that article to publish. You can put it in this part of the post on LinkedIn because it's one of LinkedIn's own published articles, right? And I've never had any trouble publishing those article links in my posts when I post them on LinkedIn. And I use the article links when I'm publishing in the groups. So I'm going to go into the groups for a minute and just show you here. So this is my group, Marketing Enthusiasts. And I go in here and I publish all my newest articles. And I have 3 different professional headshots that I use. I rotate through those to use for my posts to make them look professional. But this article was, I I take a few words out of somewhere in my article that I've written and I put them in as comment, part of the comment. But let's click on more here. So see, here's my LinkedIn. LinkedIn shortened that for me. So when you post that big long LinkedIn after you've published an article on LinkedIn, LinkedIn shortens it. And so then it recognizes that from then on, and you can publish that link in your comments of your articles. So see, I've got marketingmentress.com, which is my domain name, and that's right in with my picture that I've designed on Canva. So you guys can do that too. You can put your handle on here. So when somebody responds to you, you can turn around and tell them to please come to your landing page and leave their email address so that they can be able to watch the video that explains more to them. That I try to keep my responses to people really, really short because we don't want to get into DMing. However, with LinkedIn, they're much more verbose than on Facebook and Instagram and those other platforms. And they're more about building relationships with each other. So they like it when you get back to them and explain something or give them directions to something, right? And let's see if I've got another one I can show you here. So this is my own group. I haven't really worked very hard to build this group. It's just grown very slowly, organically over the years. And it's all about marketing. And anybody that wants to join here and get involved with the conversations, they're more than welcome. And of course, it's free. All the groups are free usually to join.
So does LinkedIn only put that like hashtag to your page in your articles in groups? Because I've never seen it on any of the posts I've published.
I put those LinkedIn, those hashtags in there.
That LinkedIn one?
Yeah, this online business tips, build your company, community, digital marketing for beginners, entrepreneur over 50. Those are hashtags. I put those in myself when I
But
published my post.
I'm talking about the one above that.
The link, that's a
Yeah.
LinkedIn, that's an article link. That's a LinkedIn article link. And I put the big long one in that we get. But as soon as it gets, you hit send to put it into a post, right? In one of the groups. As soon as you hit send, then LinkedIn automatically shortens it like that. So you can then take that shortened LinkedIn link and you can use it very carefully on other platforms as well. But I have I just use LinkedIn, my email system, and TikTok. Those are the three main platforms I use. I do post on Pinterest and in X. I keep wanting to call it Twitter. But I have posts that go there, but the only reason I have them go there, when I have them go on my videos, I keep my videos at about a minute, and I have them automatically being posted into YouTube in that, oh, what's that? Stories, in the stories section. I think that's what it's called.
So since I'm doing everything on my phone and I can't find the article button anywhere to post an article, what's the difference on my phone between an article and a post? Do I have to click some button somewhere that says article, or is the post just longer?
This is a post that you see here that I created myself, right? So that's a post. The article is where this link is going to take me. So the article on LinkedIn is the LinkedIn suggests about 1,500 to 2,000 characters. So this is the actual article. And this is where I've embedded the link to my community for people to come and join my community, because this article was all about my community.
So unless I can actually get on a laptop somehow,
Do you have library close to you?
no.
Oh, it wouldn't matter, because if you can't log, but I was thinking you might try logging into a different computer. So maybe try, I know all the libraries, even this little tiny library we have here in Kalmar has 3 or 4 free computers where people can come and work online. And they can do it for free.
Well, we have a library 10 or 15 miles from me.
Yeah.
But the whole problem I keep having, because I've tried to log in on a laptop and I've tried to log in on a Chromebook, and it won't get me past the, you need to submit your ID and your picture, which I've done multiple times. And then it just keeps telling me, well, you've already submitted that. So why aren't they letting me in? So then I emailed that John that you gave me his email, and he just said, well, try a different browser, which I've tried, which still doesn't work. So
You can't do it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Can you do it on the app? I mean, do you have the app on your phone, or are you
Yeah.
doing it on a browser?
no, I'm doing it on the app.
So did you search in YouTube for articles, how to publish articles on your phone, LinkedIn articles on your phone?
Yes, and it says that that feature is not available on a cell phone.
Oh, darn. Have you got an iPad?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you tried going into LinkedIn on the browser on your phone?
I haven't tried it on the browser, because I've tried it on the browser on the Chromebook and my laptop, and it doesn't want to work either way there.
Isn't that strange?
Yes.
Are you able to post on
Yes.
the app? Because I've posted on the app.
Yes.
Isn't that strange? Because if you click on the computer, you click on the home button, and you takes you to this page here where you can upload media, go job searching, or write an article. And I just click on that doesn't show up at all on the phone, eh?
Nope.
Oh, it's too bad.
So I don't know if just making a longer post would work.
Why don't you write to John and ask him about setting up a new profile? And he knows your problem, right?
Yes.
You've told him your problem. And I'm thinking you're going to probably have to set up a new profile and then ask them to amalgamate the two or merge the two into one.
Okay.
Yeah. And just ask John that. Say, hey, I'm wondering if I can set up a new LinkedIn profile, because I still can't log into my profile, and then have LinkedIn merge the two. That way you won't lose all your connections. That's what I'm concerned about, and all the work that you've done on it already, right?
Yes.
So that might be another solution. We'll keep trying and keep working on it here.
I'm just looking at the app, and the only option is to create a post.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that you can create an article. It just,
Yeah.
like, there's the plus button at the bottom, and it just says post on it. It doesn't say anything about article.
Yeah.
So
it didn't really have anything on there about groups either. And then one day I just decided to type groups in the search bar, and then it popped up. So
yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you found the groups on there. That's awesome. How many groups are you in now?
probably 20. So it would be nice to be able to post an article.
I'm just trying to think where you could set up a blog.
System.io. System.io has blog features.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So
That's
why don't
right.
you
Yeah,
try
I've never
publishing
used
your
that.
articles on this system.io?
What about, I've just been looking on my phone and where did I find it? So when you go to write a post or whatever, you go in at the top. Oh God, where did I have it? See, this is my problem. I don't know where I went. So I think I just went to write a post. God, why won't it come up now? That's so weird because it had on the plus button, that's it. Where it's got that, I don't know if you can see right at the very top, it's got like a drop down menu. And then it's got was it in there? No. Then down the bottom, sorry, it's got like a calendar and an image that you can post, but then it's got the 3 dots. If you click on that, you can actually do a document.
I think that's if you're attaching a document.
Yeah.
Because
might be, but
I
if you
just
do a
clicked on that and
document-
it brought up all these files that I have, like PDFs.
Yeah. But if
So
you
you'd
did a
have to
document,
write like a separate document and load it in there and
Mm,
then post it as like an attachment, right?
yeah, but I
Yeah.
often actually type up my information, then just copy and paste it anyway. So if you're typing it up, I'm doing it on a document anyhow, and then just attach it. Would that have the same effect as a article?
Isn't the whole
I-
objective to be able to include your link? So you could include your link inside of an article that you
Mhm.
upload, I would.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to show Terry how to do.
Hmm.
And then
But
she
you
could
could
get
also
in.
include it on your document, wouldn't you be able to?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I
Just
was
a thought,
thinking.
just a thought, because if you can't get the article done, it's just another option. I don't know if that works or not.
Well, I think that if it was me and I was in this conundrum, I'd number one, get hold of John, tell him exactly what's going on, and my suggestion for merging 2 accounts. And if that doesn't work, I would be setting up a blog on system.io. And you can go to YouTube, and because I've seen these on YouTube where you can go into system.io and they will walk you through videos how to set up your blog. Because I
And
was
then
actually in the process of doing that.
Where does the blog get put out?
It gets sent out to your email list.
Okay.
But I
And
think
you-
you'd need a
you
domain.
choose-
Yeah, your domain would need to be like it's attached to the domain, I think. Your legacy, whatever your domain is, that
Yeah.
Be one of the
houses your
campaigns probably, right?
landing pages and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Another thing you can do is you can go to the live tech Zooms and ask them questions in there about the blog for system.io because they really know system.io.
Or even, I think Michelle would say, type in the search bar blog,
Right.
see what posts have already been generated inside of the community,
Yeah.
and follow those breadcrumbs to see what
Mhm.
people are already doing.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, did
We're
she
all
just?
trying to help you, Terry.
Mm.
Okay. Are there any other questions before I go? Because I want to really concentrate on if anybody's having challenges embedding links in their LinkedIn articles, I can help you with that. If you're having questions on how to schedule posts to go out through the groups, I can help you with that. And I can walk through building your network, inviting people to connect with you through the groups. there are actually 3 ways that you can invite people to connect with you on LinkedIn. One is to go into where your network is, and you click on that, and you scroll down. And if you've been inviting people to connect with you, they should be showing up in here, up in the top here, because they're going to be responding to you. But you can go in here and you can look for, I reach out and I'll connect to people that have entrepreneur at their, by their name, or if they have network marketing, or if they have home-based business. So here's a network marketing specialist, but they don't have a headshot. I'm going to take a chance with this one. I usually don't like to connect with people if they don't have a headshot, but the chances are they probably are fairly new to LinkedIn. Here's another entrepreneur. And I don't do any more than 5, guys. And if LinkedIn sends you a message before you hit 5, stop. And don't try and keep connecting to people, because LinkedIn will then put up a red flag and they'll shut you down for a week or 2 weeks for not listening to them.
They notify you, Christine. Is it like a pop-up or is it an
Yeah.
email or?
It's
Okay.
just a little pop-up message that comes up, and it'll say you've reached your limit for the day, or you've reached your limit for the week or for the month, right? And
Okay,
I've
and then you
had
don't-
those. So don't keep on inviting people to connect with you after you've had one of those reach your limit messages, because that's a big red flag for them. So I'm just going quickly down to a few, but there's usually LinkedIn invites people in this area here based on what you've got in your profile. So if you have network marketing listed in your profile anywhere, or home-based business in your profile somewhere in one of your descriptions, those are all keywords. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit hoarse here. But I do not invite software developers or what is it? Digital marketing specialists like this with Upwork, because these guys are in business to do work for you, right? They want you to hire them. Here's another entrepreneur. We can do that one. So is that number 3?
Or I thought.
Pipeline marketing. Now that's interesting. I don't think I'll click on that one. Grant writer, digital marketing manager, empowering children's worlds, real estate. There are quite a few realtors in the legacy program, and I don't usually click on these follow ones unless I know who they are and they are like-minded or their profile is similar to mine. So I just keep scrolling down and you'll get to some more. There we are, some more connect. So you want to just be really careful and very judicious about who you connect with or ask to connect with you on here. And then another way that you can connect with people is in the search bar, you put network marketing. Now watch what happens. There's a whole bunch of these little windows that open up here. They're going to open up in a minute. So then you want to connect with people. And you don't want first, but you want to work through second level and third level. So let's try second level. And you can say locations, or you can say all filters, or you can reset it and do it again. But the locations I'm looking for might be Canada, might be California, the United States, maybe the UK, England, and show results. So these are going to be people, and see these little connect buttons? You can follow them or connect with them. So let's click on, I'm on the free right now. I'm not on the paid platform. You can either send an invite to connect without a note or with a note. I like to add a note to these. And this is an opportunity again to be able to check the profiles before you send them anything. So I've gone on this one. I'm going to right click on her name and open the link in a new tab. And you'll see up top here where it opens that new tab.
That's the other reason I want on my laptop. I can't do that on my phone.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? You should be able to do it in the groups on your phone, though. You should still be able to invite people. So
Well, I can, but I can't right click on it to look at their name in a different tab.
Oh, right. Network marketing professional in wellness and nutrition. Okay. She's from Stafford, England. And let's go down a little bit further and check out her about page. There's education, licenses, skills listed. She's got some skills listed. Where's her about page? Don't tell me she hasn't got an about page filled out. Oh my goodness. She doesn't have an about page. So that would be
She
a really
needs
good.
you. She needs you. You better connect with her.
So I'm going to click on connect, but I'm going to go over to this page, okay? I'm going to click on connect. I'm going to add a note. Hey, Emma. Help your future customers out. Oh, it's only allowing me to do no more than 200 characters. I guess I can do it. And we'll just see how that goes. So that's pending. So the same thing applies here that applies to the first ones that I was showing you in your network, where you look for the ones that are in network marketing or who are entrepreneurs or who are open for work, that kind of thing. I even have people that say they're retired on there, and I've been inviting them to connect with me because, you know, if you're an empty nester or you're retired and you're on a fixed pension, you know that we need to boost our pensions. So you probably can't invite more than about 5 people in this area as well. So I hope that was clear enough that you guys could see how to be able to sort through and find the people that might be ideal future customers for you. Any questions before I move on to the groups?
Good morning, Chris and everyone else. So did you say you can do 5 in both areas? So you could do 10 per day?
I would try that. I've been able to get by with that on the free, but just keep watching for those little pop-ups. They come right up in the middle of the screen, and so you can't miss them, right? Too. So if you get it, you can keep doing it until the pop-up shows and then stop. Then go to the groups. So that's where you switch, and you can hit these 9 dots here in the top right corner. You go into the groups. And guys, I'm going to tell you, this is a secret that I have never seen presented by any other LinkedIn coaches or strategists. And I learned this strategy from my son. that I was working with in Microsoft. And I've done as many as 110 invites in one day and never been flagged. I stopped after 110 because I got scared, but I never got any messages. And it's because you're flying under the radar, right? And the LinkedIn search engines can't see because you're just sending them a message. You can direct message people in the groups. My son says you can do up to 300 people, but I've never, I haven't been courageous enough to do that. And LinkedIn has changed a lot over the years as well. So I'm going to go and pick a group. Let's see, let's try this group today. Multi-level marketing group. Now, I'm not in this group to go and like a bunch of things here. But if I was posting in the group, I would make sure I went in and liked and commented on at least 3 or 5 of some other people's posts in the group. But right now we're looking to connect with other people. We're looking to build our network. And so we need to work to the max. You need to do this every day, invite people every day. And they won't all respond to you right away. People I find on LinkedIn are a little bit tardy about getting in there and checking their messages on a regular basis. So start with A, and then you're going to do A. So AA, then you go A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E. You're all the way through the alphabet on the right side. Then you go to B, A, B, 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 C, B, D. Do you get my drift? And you just keep working. It takes a long time to work through some of these big groups. Well, this has got over 17,000 members. This would be a really good group to keep working through. Because the reason you're in these groups, guys, is they're your inventory. And that's why when I teach you how to join groups, you want to join groups that are going to have, most likely have the people that are your best customers, right? So we're looking at AA, and I'm looking down here, Chief Executive Officer, National Head of Sales, Internal Auditor. Okay, this is an entrepreneur, but he's already a first level connection. Authority Mastermind, speaker, best-selling author. It's so important when you do your headline, guys. Like, I don't care if this person is an expert authority mastermind. I don't care if they're a creator of LinkedIn leads generation, but I care about that more than I care about the mastermind. I don't care if they're a best-selling author or a speaker. When I look at somebody's headline, I'm looking to see what they can do for me, right? And everybody's thinking that. When they go look at your profile on LinkedIn, they're looking at what applies to me. What can you do? How can you help me, right? So this guy definitely is a coach. I've already sent him a message asking him to connect with me because he said he's a creator of linked leads generation. And I wanted to see what he does, right? How he generates leads. Then there's the flooring installer. Now, obviously, I joined this quite a while ago. He's probably been following me for a few years before I realized that you have to work the algorithm on your LinkedIn profile, just like you have to work it on TikTok. So owner, partner, wholeness, healings, founder and CEO.
Christine, can I just ask you, I think a couple of weeks ago you were talking about when you're doing these connections with people, before you start doing that, because I haven't been consistent on LinkedIn at all since I've been learning. Did you say that you've got to post a bit before you start connecting with people? Like, so do a post every day for like a week or whatever before you start asking for connections? Was that something, or is that just something in my head?
Well, I have always been taught that you have to reach out and start connecting with people, and it doesn't matter whether you're brand new or whether you're at the 500 plus. The goal is to get to the 500 plus. and
Okay.
as fast as possible. And so when you have less than 500, you can say, hey, I'm fairly new to LinkedIn, but I know that LinkedIn is really great for building businesses online. I would love to connect with you. I noticed that you're involved with or we're in the same group or something like that, something that you have in common. I would love to connect and find ways to collaborate, right?
Okay, yeah,
And
that's it.
don't-
I just
Yeah.
construed
Yeah.
that somehow. Yeah.
Well, when you're first starting, you probably won't be able to invite more than 3 people a day.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
So
that
the rest is going to
clarification.
have to be under the radar. The rest is going to have to be under the
Mm,
radar.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
They just all the search engines can see is that you've sent them a message, but right? But you haven't clicked the little blue icon. There's a little blue man that shows up when you send somebody a message.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christine,
Uh-huh.
so I've been on LinkedIn a while, but my profile has always been related, well, not always, but it started because I'm a school teacher and I was looking for international positions and that
Mhm.
type of thing. So I've been on the platform for several years, but I've never
Mhm.
really learned how to use it properly.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, like, will it show like a member since 2015 or something like that with
You can
300
change.
connections?
Yeah.
Like, this
You
is
need
what I
to.
don't know about updating my
Yeah.
profile most
You
optimally.
the hardest. I have 2 packages in my classroom in the back that are paid one-on-one training times. One is for setting up a new profile from scratch. Another one is revamping your profile when you change jobs or join a business or whatever, right?
Mhm,
And I'm also a teacher. I've been trained as a teacher, but
mhm.
I have reshaped my platform so that because I taught grade 3 and grade 8 for a while. And so I've been teaching for many years in some way or other. Now I just teach Sunday school and
Mhm.
LinkedIn. But I just say I can't say enough about how important it is to when it takes way longer to revamp a profile than it does to start a profile from scratch.
Oh, so I should start a new one.
No, revamp your profile.
But you said it
your
takes
own.
longer to
Yeah,
do
it
that,
does. It
start from
does.
scratch, because I only have like 300 connections, and most of them are through educational, like
Yeah,
people in school board and stuff like that.
yeah. Just leave them there. Let them stay there. That's
Yeah.
what I did with mine because when I first got started with LinkedIn, I was connecting with everybody and had
But
no
would
idea.
it be better to just start a new one with such a small connection base?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. I was trying to explain the difference between the 2 packages, the one-on-ones that I have in my back office in my school. I've
Yeah,
got
I
one.
understand, but you had
Yeah.
said it's easier to
Yeah, it
start
is.
new than to revamp. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
asking.
you're
Since
not allowed.
I have few followers,
Yeah,
would it be better for me to just start new?
no, you're not allowed to have more than one profile. And that's why I've told Terry to reach out to John Esperian because with that suggestion of setting up a second profile and then having LinkedIn help to merge those 2 profiles together.
Oh, you're not allowed more than one. Isn't
No,
it
you're
just
not.
dependent upon your email that you use to sign up with?
If they find that you've got 2 profiles up there, you'll get locked out. You'll
What
get
if
sent
you
to
have
jail.
2 profiles and they're completely different things?
Yeah, I have had that. And I've used a different email and I got into trouble with LinkedIn.
Oh.
So it says in their terms of use. That was one of the things I did way back when I first got started in 2011. I was laid off my last job when I was 61 and my son was teaching me about LinkedIn and I was scared to death of all social media because I was on none and they had LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter at the time. And so I read the entire terms of use for all 3 so that I could know what the rules of engagement were. I had no idea what I was doing. I was totally lost. And I'm so glad I did that. And actually, LinkedIn and Facebook specifically do not want more than one profile up. And that's why they have the free business pages, right? So with
Oh, on
Facebook,
Facebook.
yeah,
Yes.
Facebook, you have business
Oh,
pages.
right.
And they're free, and you can set up a business page for all the different businesses that you want to promote, and then you just invite people to that page rather than to your profile. And the same with LinkedIn. You can invite. I've got several business pages that I have developed, and I have different communities that I invite to join those different pages.
Oh.
So that's how
So
you
like
have
one personal brand type profile, and then
Yeah.
different pages within that.
That's right. And they're all
Oh.
free. So in Facebook, they're called business pages. In LinkedIn, they're called company pages. So
Oh, I
I
had no idea about that.
yeah, most people don't. They don't understand, and they can't understand why they get sent to LinkedIn jail or Facebook jail or whatever. And it's usually because they have more than one profile. And you can fly under the radar just for a little while by using different email addresses, but they catch on. I know from experience. They catch on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm here to
And
save you from
in your
that.
classroom, do you have information about those LinkedIn
Yeah,
company
I do.
pages? Oh, you
No,
do.
I don't have information about the LinkedIn company pages, but I do have information about the courses that I've got, that I work with you one-on-one.
Yeah, I've seen those. I was just thinking in your
Yeah.
other stuff if you have anything on the company pages. Okay, I guess I'll maybe YouTube that or something. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, if you want to set up company pages, you can
Mm.
do it from here. And so before I change this, because I can go over to the company pages, we've still got 15 minutes left. I tend to go over time. I'm sorry, guys. I get very passionate about LinkedIn. And the reason I do is because I knew nothing when I started. I knew nothing. And it was so hard for me. And there was no place I could go except my son. And he was busy working full time, so he couldn't help me a lot, right? So I took it upon myself to help people be able to understand LinkedIn, because I fully believe LinkedIn is the best of all the platforms out there. Because you build such good, strong, powerful relations. I've had people who've been following me for 10 years or more, and they've bought from me the legacy program. And they stay with you and keep following you for a long period of time. I just had another guy in January buy from me who had been following me since 2020. Yeah. And today I've got a guy who's been following me just for a few months, and he's ready to get going. So if I can help you guys in any way possible with LinkedIn, that's me. I'm your hope giver.
Hey, I thought that was Michelle.
Yeah, no, she's a hope dealer.
Oh, what'd you say? You're a hope what?
I'm a hope giver.
Giver. Oh, I thought you said dealer. Okay.
No.
There is a difference, you know, Kurt, between dealing.
I guess. Technicality.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
there
get you
is
in jail.
so there is a way to go into LinkedIn and set up company pages, right? So I'm just going to go in to here. Talent Insights, Service Marketplace. So you can go in, there's a learning center where you can go in, learn with LinkedIn, and you can evaluate. There's advertise on LinkedIn. Don't ever advertise on LinkedIn. You're going to pay a minimum of $750 a month if you want to make your advertising on LinkedIn work. Do not do that.
So the advantage of a business page?
The advantage of a business page is that you can market, you can have everybody come to that one page and be talking about one particular business on that page, right? I've got business pages as well as I've got my profile page set up in a general fashion so that it will fit with any of my business pages.
Okay.
And you can do that with your profile. So
Okay.
I usually post or publish articles on both my private personal profile page and my company page, whichever one that I don't know if it's saying most appropriate. But so I've got a Marketing Mentors company page, and then I've got my profile. So when I post on my profile, for instance, I also post the same post on my company page.
Mhm.
But if you've got your personal profile set up in such a way that you've got family and friends connected to your profile page, like most people do on Facebook, right? But when I did have Facebook, I don't have Facebook anymore. It was hacked in 2023 and it was a really bad hack. And I've never set up another profile because I don't want anybody else to get hurt. The perpetrator went in and actually has stolen money from bank accounts of people that I was connected to, and I can't fix it. And I can't get Facebook to shut it down. So if you guys Google Christine Till on Facebook, then send a message to Facebook and say that this is an impersonation. Somebody is impersonating this person. Because that's what they do. And it happened after Meta. I was told that you need to have Meta. And so I connected up with Meta, and it was within a couple of weeks after I joined Meta that they were able to hack in. And my sons that are programmers have told me that Meta is very bad. It's like you walk into the bank and you have this whole open area where you have all the tellers usually, but no tellers are there. They're all gone. It's empty. There's no people there. And the vault door is wide open. And you can just walk in and take whatever you want from the vault. That is Meta. That's how it was described to me by my boys. So if you are on any social media platforms, you need to be double opted in using an authenticator, guys. An authenticator changes on a regular basis. So if you want to protect yourself and all your bank accounts and all your email accounts, you need to have everything double opted in and protect yourself. I will be preaching that, shouting from the rafters forever. We can't get away from Meta now because it's connected. Oh, what's going on?
A dog, I think.
Mm,
Carrie had dogs barking or something.
right.
That would be mine.
Oh, sounds like a chihuahua. My father was a veterinarian.
Mm.
There, see where you can create your company page?
Oh, okay.
It's right at the
So
bottom.
that's in the apps feature.
Yeah, so you click on your little tiny person up here, right? Click on that, and then it opens up to this page. This is how you get into your groups. And it's also how you can go down and create your own company page. And you just follow the step-by-step instructions. It's very simple to follow. If I can follow the instructions, anybody can. Now this is being recorded, so you guys will be able to have the recording to do your play, stop, do after this. Are there any other questions? Okay. If there aren't any other questions, we'll leave it right now because I've got.
I do have a question. So your company page on LinkedIn is like the business page on Facebook, for example.
It's like,
right?
yeah, it's like your business page on Facebook, right?
Okay, thank you.
And they're set up similarly as well.
All right. So could I ask everybody for their LinkedIn profiles, please, just to pop it into the chat as we go
That would
along?
be great. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. This is really brilliant information. Thank you, Christine.
You're very
She's
welcome.
amazing, Ruth, amazing.
Absolutely. I'm going to have a go at revamping my LinkedIn profile. I've been on there for ages and ages and ages, but I've always felt a bit intimidated by LinkedIn, but I also see the value of it. It just feels more professional and everything. and I really want to revamp it. I've had several kind of business ideas running through my LinkedIn profile, so I want to be more structured. So if I fail at this miserably, I will get on to you, Chris.
Christine. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, I was going to ask you before, what do you prefer to be called, Chris or Christine?
Christine.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, there's a little story behind this. But before I go into my story, I've got to tell you, I put the wrong link up here. So just put this. This is the link to my profile on LinkedIn. I also play the piano and the licorice stick, which is a clarinet. And I played in the local school band, and we were invited out to Cranbrook, BC to an evening of concert with our band and the Cranbrook band. And I was playing my licorice stick. And what they did is they billeted us all with members of the other band, right? So we didn't have to pay for hotel or anything. And so they had us all go into the big gymnasium, and they'd have us stand as our name was called. And they called my name and they said, Chris, my maiden name is Stringham, Chris Stringham. I stood up and everybody went, oh, she's a girl. It's a girl. And they had me billeted with a boy.
Oh, I see.
So after that, I decided I was never going to be called Chris again.
Yes, of course.
I didn't want to be misunderstood.
So one question actually, what is the difference between follow and connect? Because sometimes I get connection requests from people and it just says follow and not connect. And I've just clicked on your link. I must be connected to you already. And it says follow. Is that a thing?
You can, but so here's something you can do as well. I'm going to see if I can get in here. I'm just going to pick somebody out of a hat. Okay, Sky. He's an affiliate marketer, and I'm going to accept his connection, okay? But I'm going to go into his message, Alex. Oh, just a minute. Open link in new tab. I'll see if I can do it from this angle. Okay, it's not working. I want to open his profile. Come on, profile, open up. Go. Now, quite often when you're not connected to somebody, see this more down here? Now that I'm connected to him, I can direct message him no problem, right? Because I'm already connected. He's considered a first level connected. See, that's got the 1 ST here because I accepted that connection. But if I don't accept that connection, this more button is still going to show up on his profile. And if I click on the more button, I can send his profile in a message to introduce him to somebody else. This is one of the beautiful things about LinkedIn. I have referred people to sociologists, psychologists, realtors, all different kinds of business people. I've referred people to people that I know and have come to know really quite well on LinkedIn, and referred them business. So you can refer business back and forth. And I always pay 30% commission. If somebody refers me somebody, and what I figure it's like found money. So I might as well pay them a commission. So I just send them a payment through PayPal. And you can save to a PDF. You can request a recommendation. You can write a recommendation. You can unfollow. You can remove the connection. You can report or block, or you can read some more about this profile. Isn't that cool? Look at all the information you get. You get way more of the information here than you ever do on any of the other social media platforms. And I have blocked people, and I will not put up with people who guys who hit on gals or gals who hit on guys, I just tell people, report and block immediately. You block them first and then report.
I've heard that some people use it as a dating app or try to.
Yeah, they do. They try, but they try it with all of the platforms. It's not
It's
just with LinkedIn.
terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, but I hardly get hit on anymore. I think it's because people realize I'm old, but they probably have learned through the grapevine because I've published articles about hitting on people.
Nah, it's because you're married.
That leads me to a question about direct messaging inside of TikTok, because I get direct messages in there and I don't respond to them. Some of them are like, oh, I see you're in digital marketing. Let's support each other. And I don't know if that's a strategy someone's teaching or what.
I've
But
turned my messages off, Kim, so that I don't receive any messages from anyone because
oh, you can turn them off?
yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you can go into TikTok and there's a place in there where you can,
It's in the settings.
yeah, in the settings, you go
Oh,
into
okay.
settings, the hamburger menu at the top right of your screen on your phone, and you hit the hamburger menu, then go into privacy and settings or settings, and then privacy and settings. Just a minute, I've written it all down. So you click the hamburger menu, go to settings and privacy, content preferences, and you select the keywords to block. And then you refresh your feed. And you want if you want to get a fresh start on your TikTok. You can list a whole bunch of, I've gone in there and listed a whole bunch of words so that they will never show up. If somebody types in that in their message, it will never show up in my feed at all because I've blocked it by putting it in that list.
But then how do you block actual messages?
They won't show up. They just won't show up. Oh, actual messages. If you're in the middle of the presentation and you're live, you go live.
I can't go live yet. I don't have enough followers.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to just block people?
I was just saying, like, I don't know who is teaching about sending direct messages, if that's a strategy, because I haven't seen anything about that yet. But people are direct messaging me saying, I see you're in digital marketing. Let's support each other and this kind of thing.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, like, am I supposed to be responding to this or?
I think some of them are scammy, Kim.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So,
they
and
go
then
and-
Donna was saying she blocks, she turns messages off.
Yeah, they
So how-
clone a lot of the profiles as well.
Oh, I
so you
know.
tell whether, if the address of the profile is not quite the same.
Yeah,
You can
I know.
Yeah.
But I guess my question then is just how do you block messages? How do you
I
shut
think
them off?
There's
think
a
it's strategy that they use because it's DWC, it's SW, whatever that one is, and
yeah.
it's all of those other digital marketing roadmaps, not the blueprint. So definitely, yeah.
Sorry,
Definitely.
I don't understand. All I'm asking is how do I turn off
Have you go and turn it
messages
off?
so I don't get any messages?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris was trying to explain it before, but maybe someone else can as well.
Yeah. You hit the hamburger menu and you go into privacy and settings and then just work through all of the things on that list. And it's in that list. So I went to privacy and settings, content preferences, and that's where you can change
What?
your keywords, enter some keywords that you don't want to ever appear. And that will cover a lot. You can also preset messages so that you can eliminate the direct messaging. So I've got messages that are preset in TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preset messages.
Is
Yeah.
the hamburger meal?
I don't know what that
Oh my
means.
gosh,
Preset
the hamburger
messages.
meal. I said, is the hamburger thing, is it from your homepage?
What?
It's on your, who's saying what?
That was
Oh, I'm
Kurt.
sorry. That was me. I was talking to my cat. I didn't realize I wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm looking for the hamburger meal, I said.
So
just
the
the three
hamburger
lines
is,
called
there's
a
three
hamburger.
lines. There's just three lines in the top right
Oh, yes,
corner
yes,
of
yes,
your
yes. Okay. No,
homepage.
I've
So
done it.
I just went into direct messages and made it so that
It says
that
none.
who can send you messages, and I clicked no one. Like
That's-
that's what you're talking about, Donna?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I do know that sometimes if there's an update done, all of a sudden I'll get a message. I have to go back in and reset it. So
Okay,
Oh,
guys, can you, I'm sharing my screen, but can you see my phone?
Yep.
The hamburgers, those three lines right up here in this corner up here.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you hit those three lines and then it takes you to your settings and privacy. You click on that. And you just wait for it to open up.
How many followers do you need to go live? So I'm not
I had
there
to
yet.
have 1,000 and I got a message from TikTok saying that I had 1,002 and I could go live.
Oh,
But since,
Mine was a
but
lot
I've been
less
going
than
live
that.
for over a year now.
Yeah,
I
mine's
need
been
way more followers.
I only
But
had
Donna, you have like 500 and you're going live all the time.
Yeah, I
Correct.
was also under 1,000 and I was told that I could go live.
Well, that's
so
awesome.
I hit 400 and something, 450
yeah.
maybe, and I was able to go live.
Okay, I'm inching up.
They send you a message. TikTok sends you a message telling you when you can go live.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I just love doing this, guys, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much for popping in here.
Thank you,
Thank
Christine.
you.
We love
I
you
do.
For
too.
you.
I love you too.
So
so
I'm going to keep this free for as long as I possibly can because I want to help people, and so many people are on fixed incomes and they can't afford to pay a monthly fee for extra training. So I'm going to keep my turbochargers free for a while.
Great news. Great news.
I think that's
you.
great. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll see you all throughout the week at the different trainings that we get to join in on. And
Like
We have one tonight, right?
yes, we
Yeah,
do.
that's fun tonight.
Yeah.
6 o'clock Mountain Time, 5
Yeah.
o'clock Pacific.
10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard
Oh, that's decent time for us down here, not 4 o'clock in the morning.
Time. That's right. Well,
Awesome.
some of them are 2 a.m. now, Ruth.
Pardon?
With daylight saving finished, some of them are 2 a.m. now.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Not
Okay,
good.
I'm going to stop share.
Thank you so much, everybody, and Christine.
Well, thank you for coming, guys. It's
Thank
just
you.
great to be here with you and to know I can help a little bit.
It's amazing.
I
Does
think the
everybody else
biggest
have
the
their
biggest takeaway for me today is the company pages. I had no idea.
Mm.
I was thinking LinkedIn, like on TikTok and on Instagram, you can have unlimited numbers of accounts.
Well, on TikTok, you can have up to 7.
Yeah, well, a lot. Okay, that's not unlimited. You can have several. And I was thinking that Instagram was the same. Like if you open something new, you open a new account. But I
Mm.
guess that's not the way it works. So thank you for
No.
that clarity.
You're welcome.
Had no idea.
So much knowledge in her mind that she shares.
Well, I hope I help.
Always.
You have a great evening. We'll see you probably in an hour.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.